Hello viewer, welcome back to yet another part of this introduction to ArchiCAD series. So in this particular part that we had promised to do, we're going to look at how the screen setup is arranged, or in more elaborately the graphical user interface as far as ArchiCAD is concerned. So in this particular part, I want to bring you up to speed with the various core functionality parts of this software that is BMI enabled, and also more importantly the fact that it has a host of tools that are able to help you to come up with a design to its elaborate level. So in this upper part that I'm trying to show with my cursor is what we call the menu tab. So under the menu tab, I believe this is a critical core functionality area of ArchiCAD, that where it contains the relevant bits of saving the files. For example, as you can see, we have this file menu that gives you how to set up a new document, how to open it, or even how to close it, and even more importantly how you're able to save that particular document. Then edit part also gives you how you can be able to work and edit your document in line with the various customization levels that you wish to have. Then the view part is how you are able to look at the entire screen and how you are able to customize it based on the various levels of drawings that you are working on. Then it gives you a myriad of options on how you can be able to snap them, how you're able to view the 3D, how you're able to zoom in and out, and all that stuff. Then when it comes to the design tools, this is now also where we have all the relevant BIM modeling resources, where we can see the wall length, the doors, and everything that we need to use as far as the design functionality is concerned. When it comes to the documentation bit, this is an important part of the menu, because it is at this point where you are able to get how you are able to package your design, how you are able to give the various elevations, the detailing, and even when it comes to dimensioning. This is the part that is housing all these tools that will be able to help you in that part of the design. When it comes to options, we have the different project preferences that one may have, and it also gives you the enabling work environment that you're able to use as far as your design is concerned, both on data safety, network, keyboarding, apply the profiles, and even the various complex profiles that you are able to work on. You're able to customize them as far as the options are concerned. When it comes to the teamwork, now this is where the interesting part of ArchiCAD comes in, because it really gives you option of working with, or rather integrating, other professionals in this particular design. For example, you can have engineers, you can have quantity surveyors, based on the type of design, based on the work schedule that you are able to have. So in this particular case, the teamwork part will give you an array of options of people and professionals to use as far as your design is concerned. You can also see that as far as this is concerned, you are able to even share that particular project with them. You're able to present that project to various people so that they can be able to work on their various segments of the design. When it comes to the window, this is now how you're going to view your particular design, how you're able to look at all these tools in their various functionalities. So under the window, you are able to also customize each and every tool up to where you want them to be. If I want for example, if I want to close the tab project, I simply click on the close. If I want to show all of them, this is the part where you are able to do all that stuff. When it comes to help, this help is now more of the finer resources that ArchiCAD gives you. It will enable you to get help and it will also give you additional resources as far as any information that you wish to have in your ArchiCAD software is concerned. So under help, be rest assured that in case there is any hitch in your design, there is any hitch in understanding of how different tools customize and even set, this is the point where you're able to get how you can be able to get all this in terms of their presentability and their resourcefulness. And I also need to remind you that they are in PDF form, so you're able to read and get to understand based on your level of need in the design that you're working. So the next part that I want you to know is the standard, or rather what we call the pull down menus. The pull down menu is just below the menu tab. Pull down menu now for me is like they are cascading down on the tools, the above tools that you had initially gotten on the menu tab. So for example, when we have the guidelines, this is now part of our documentation, because you see that under documentation you have the line. So when you come under the pull down menus, you'll realize you have you can create a guideline segment, remove all the guidelines, and when it comes to snapping points, this is somewhere where you're able to get an entire element. You're able to move in between the sections and also make customization of all the snap points that you want. So these are just, for me, they are functional areas under the menu bars that are also enable you to detail your design more importantly, and also to present your designs in a more user-friendly way. So under the pull down menus, we have the info box part. This info box part is where I'm simply highlighting. The info box part will now provide you with the necessary settings for the tools that you have selected from the toolbox. So in this particular case, we have our toolbox on the left. I'll go into that more details, but I just want you to know that as far as the toolbox is concerned, it is just an avenue of presenting to you various 2D or 3D object creations that are now used to build an entire design or an entire structure that you want. So when it comes to the info box, when I click on for example an object creation in this particular part, I'm able to get more details about that object on the info box part. For example, if I click on the door tool, I'm able to see which kind of door schedule that I want, which kind of settings, which kind of dimensions, and more importantly, I'm able to customize all these details as based on my design parameters, based on the need of the design that I'm working on. So that is, I believe I've handled both the toolbox part and also the info box part in one way. So just a reminder also, I want to introduce you also to the navigator window. Navigator window is just on the right hand side of the workspace. So once you click on this icon, the building icon, or rather the building icon here, you're able to look at the navigator window, and this is the window that allows you you as the user to move in between the different drawings that you want. For example, if I have a story building, I'm simply able to click the first story. I'm able to click the second story, and you'll be able to see that the workspace is changing based on the view, or based on the instruction or the command that I've given the navigator window to perform. I also need to remind you that under the navigator window, we are able to document our drawing based on the different schedules or different elements that are in line with your design. So as far as my cursor is concerned, you will see that I have the schedule part. I'm able to do a wall schedule, do all the opening schedule, and also the various components of the design that I'm particularly working on. So I just want to bring you up to speed also with the fact that we have a tab menu. This tab menu here is supposed to now present and give a real-time schedule on what you're working on. So for in this particular case, if I'm working on the first story here, I'm able to go to the 3D part of that particular working. I'm able to move at the south elevation. I'm also able to get the action center, or where I'm able to integrate all the libraries, all the programs and on need basis, and even to check whether I have the valid license as far as the design is concerned. So basically the tab menu is just another window element that is now giving you the view of a section that you're working on. If I am working in the 2D workspace, once I install, or once there is a command that is set up, I'm able to view it under the 3D, how it looks. I'm also able to see it under the south elevation, or even the other cardinal points that I wish to view that particular design upon. So we have come to the end of just an overview of how the user interface of the ArchiCAD 23 looks like, and in case any other section has not been captured, we'll be looking at it in more details when we'll be doing a draft of a floor plan that we'll be working upon in the next tutorial. So thank you, and see you in the next tutorial.